Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here for Tailored Expressions, and I'm going to be sharing some new colors of ink and cardstock with you today on my card. So some of these new colors are green tea, which is the light one, Brussels sprout. Then I'm using the same two inks, and then there's oat milk, which is new, Oreo, pineapple, and lemon meringue. I'm also using the Squeeze the Day. It's a stamp, die, and stencil combo. I am not using the stencil. The diagonal diamond background, frame and frame 2 cutting plates, some blender brushes, and things like that. So I'm going to start with some lemon meringue cardstock, and I want to die cut my lemons. I'm going to die cut this twice. I want 6 lemons. And then from the green tea cardstock, I'm going to die cut my greenery. And then from sugar cube cardstock, I'm die cutting my flowers. Then I'm using pineapple ink on my lemons and just adding a little bit of a shadow area, a little shaded area that is just going to be on one side of each of the lemons or at the top. And so just a tiny bit of ink blending. Then let's bring in that beautiful new Brussels sprouts color. I'm going to lightly ink blend some of the leaves here that we die cut from the new green tea cardstock. So there's the coordinating inks and cardstock, which is fabulous. I love that Tailored Expressions does that. And don't you just love the names? They're so much fun. So I'm going to ink blend all of these, and I did die cut those quite a few times, I think about 3 times. Then I'm going to take the medium size frame and frame 2 and die cut that from the green tea cardstock. And in my MISTI, I want to stamp up a piece of sugar cube cardstock using the new oat milk ink and the diagonal diamond backgrounds. I think this is such a pretty background that we are going to layer our frame and our lemons on top of. I just think it's so pretty, such a nice subtle color. Okay, then I also want to use the sentiment in the Squeeze the Day, and this says, "You're the Zest," and I'm going to stamp that up with some Oreo ink. I thought a pop of black against all of these fun greens and yellows would be a really nice touch, and I'm going to use the coordinating die to die cut that out. So I can tape that in place and run that through my die cut machine. Now let's put our lemons together. They're already all ink blended nicely, and I can just use a little bit of liquid glue to get my lemons all adhered. I have this one here that I did 2 lemons together, and the rest of them are going to be singular lemons. So there's 3 different kinds of greenery. There are 2 kinds that have little stems that your lemons will hang from, and then the other one is just like a bunch of greenery, which is really nice because I'm going to fill in some of the areas when I get my design laid out. I have some foam adhesive strips behind this frame here that we die cut from the frame and frame 2 with green tea cardstock, and some foam adhesive strips behind the sentiment. And now we're going to start placing our lemons. I do need some foam circles behind some of the areas, and then using a little bit of liquid glue to adhere it down to the frame. So this has some nice dimension on it. So a little bit of liquid glue, a foam sticky circle. Then here's one of those leaves that did not have like a little stem for your lemons to be on, so it was just like a little extra greenery. I'm going to tuck another one of those in, and then I'm going to go across the top and down the top right side with the rest of my lemons and greenery. I still want to be able to see that frame. I don't want everything covered, although that could be a really cute look as well. Then let's bring in some of those white flowers. We die cut those from sugar cube cardstock, and I'm just going to place 5 of those around. This is just going to add a little pop of color, break up all of that green. A little bit of liquid glue to the centers. I will add some white rhinestones, and then I will finish this off with a white gel pen. I want to add some highlights to all of my lemons and to all of my leaves. So just a little bit here and there, but I think it really adds a really nice finishing touch. And then I will adhere this to a white A2 size card base. But what do you guys think of these inks? I just think they're so gorgeous, those greens. and that oat milk. And then there's another one called blue cheese, which I did not use on this card. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. You can find all of these products at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com.